Well, Trizzle's gonna surely be disappointed when he finds out about it. He's like, nah, I think we're good. Then Trizzle pops up like, yeah, we're good. I don't need to talk to you. He's like, well, I mean, I was just trying to get some posts from, get a little money from you guys for making some tweets. He's like, yeah, we know, we figured. It's just probably not gonna work either. I watched them handle this with just deft care. It was awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Forgot how much fun that actually is. Um, Gareth, Elbow, Fishbrain, Nix, Brooke, Easy in Crypto, all of my peoples, Dragon 8's mom. I don't know who IG88 is. Shouts to you, whoever you are. DCS Crypto. Someone sent me an invite to Token Smart Discord. What the holy hell? It's on their Twitter. Captain Dumas. There we go. Much better. Sometimes you have to respond to these things with the appropriate level of sarcasm, but care. Tender, loving care. Minus the love making part, because I didn't want to make sex to that gentleman. I just want him to be happy. Um, yeah, so we're back. I had a kind of an interesting week. The the music shit is still a fucking pressing problem. And the beautiful thing is that we get to, oh, let me send this fucking Dumas an invite. The beautiful thing is that, a lot of this stuff isn't new. We're used to it. It's not like we're, you know, this is some sort of a fucking a big news flash for anybody. But seriously, no bullshit. They really still want musicians to kind of bend over backwards and take the old fucking high hard one in order for us to be accepted into whatever the fuck they think Web3, whatever fake cool kids table they think Web3 is. And it fucking sucks, bro. It is one of my least favorite things. Even today it came up with, well, why don't you guys give a piece of your mechanical royalty? Oh, you're in here? So CL's here. Maybe what is your name? I think you might be Mike. I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts you're Mike. Dragon 8, can we get Mike up on the stage there? That'd be good. And then when Razzcast gets here, we'll help him out with that. But yeah, they want us to trade for our royalties. By the way, I've been making a big deal about Razzcast, and a big deal should be made. I don't want to get away from that. And Ill Bill, same situation happened a couple years back when we had Ill Bill in the show. Um, for people I consider, if he was like a fucking like a DeFi platform, I'll deal with them niggas later. It's I'll wait for them. Plus, it's great conversation. Plus, it's important information. Um, the the other guest tonight is CL from DigiWax, which and it's on the flyer that that's the nicest business card I've ever seen in rap. It was made of some black velveteen shit. I actually still have it here. I was gonna have it ready for this show, but but beguiled by the fact that my backdrop is very clean and pristine and put together, this room is a fucking Baghdad fuck covel. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Like, there's still boxes. There's a baby bassinet with all types of shit in it. It's just bad. It's all bad. She don't even come in here. She treats this like it's not part of the house, which is not a little racist. A little racist. Uh, okay, you have to come where it says stage. All right, there we go. Much better. It says stage, right? Okay, there we are. Good stuff. Are they somewhere else? Where the fuck else would they be? Maybe they're in the live chat. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll get them here. Uh, Digi? No, I don't see him yet. Oh, he's around here somewhere. He's in the neighborhood. I don't know if he's in town. There he is, Digi CEO. If we can get him up here, that's gonna be great. Um, but yeah, that's the part that I think is really important. Sorry, so I lost my train of thought. They want us to trade our mechanicals and royalties and streaming royalties um, and sacrifice them up for the god of utility. And I'll tell you why this pisses me off. And everyone's always free to make their own decisions and come to your own conclusions. And I'm not a narrator of the information. I'm just someone who's here to tell you what I think and let you decide what you think, because most of you guys are smarter than me anyway. Musicians, despite the fact, and shouts to Mighty 33 and for doing a really wonderful, and I'm going to try to find it to drop it in the chat, Crypto Museum and Crypto Voxels, essentially documenting the entire history of music on the blockchain from its inception, and it goes back to 2009 and 10. And for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's really, really dope. If someone could put that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. I'll try to find it if you can't, though. It's really good. And Mighty 33 did a phenomenal job of curating this 3D fucking experience where you can see everything and walk through and clicky clack and listen to all the things. But for most people's perception, music on the blockchain has been semi-recent. Last couple of years, 2020, 21, 22. That's when it started to get really shaken for people to say, oh yeah, I know so-and-so, and they can name a bunch of artists. Again, I'm onboarded by someone who predates that. I'm well aware. Shouts to Kane Digital, shouts to a lot of guys who helped me out, inspire me, and the whole nine thing. Yeah, that's fine. By the way, I read the text. That's fine. This is a show run by me, and you can take that to the bank. Like, we've been kicking it for a couple of years, but I'm very unprofessional. This is a very unprofessional program. The co-host is the audience and the chat, which you will see. They're fantastic. They're wonderful people. But the point I want to make about this thing is that musicians really are still getting set up. We haven't unpacked yet, much like me in this fucking room. We haven't unpacked yet. Yeah, we got the desk set up. We got the thing, got the light. By the way, I got a light. I can change my shit like a Hollywood starlet. See this? Yeah. It casts a different light upon my Grillington. I look regal. Point is, we haven't got set up yet. And because we haven't gotten set up yet, I don't think that it's appropriate for them to be claiming our shit like we just got fucking through intake on Rikers Island. These motherfuckers is looking through the bubble like, yo, those shoes is mine. Yo, that chain is mine. And they're claiming our items before we even have a chance to prove if we can fight or not. Now, that metaphor may have went over some of your heads. Good. It means your life is privileged and you don't gotta worry about niggas taking your fucking sneakers. The point I'm telling you is, coming from a very minuscule side of the music business, which is what I come from. I come from the almost not in the music business side of the music business. And that's okay. I've always been honest about that. But we just got here. They don't ask glitch artists for their royalties. They don't ask fine artists for their royalties. But they tell us that for us to have utility, we have to cough that up. For utility to make our stuff attractive. And I'm telling you, man, like, it's a bad bet. It's a bad deal. I know that Web3 is a lot of promises from people who seem like they know what they're talking about, telling you how much money you're going to make and how easy it is. But the real truth of the matter is, it doesn't work that way. You have to beat the fucking pavement with your digital sneakers and find your tribe. But while you're doing that, you learn things, you gain experience, you garner skills. It's like Zelda or The Witcher or whatever the fuck it is. You don't have to live in the town. You can really just be out here, and that's totally fine. And no one can turn off your water or burn your crop down. No platform has a monopoly on where musicians congregate. Anywhere where you can put an MP4, an MP3, or audio GIF is by definition a music NFT platform, and that does not change. So it's important, for me at least, when I see these platforms and these people spouting these platitudes about, yo, that chain is mine, them sneakers is mine, them royalties is mine, y'all need to come with we don't need to come, fam, bring your talent. Bring your artwork, bring your music, find the people who it resonates with. I make mid. I'm okay with making mid. I rap better than most people Not CL, not Digi CEO, but I rap better than most people y'all niggas ever met. And based on that, I know my songwriting isn't. I'm not Elzai. I know that. I make okay records and I make decent raps. However, I don't need to be the best rapper here. I just have to find people who resonate with me. You're not trying to be Billboard here. You're just trying to find the people who resonate with you. And when you find them, this becomes a lot fucking easier. And you realize that you don't have to do all the hoop jumping and the peanut butter licking in order to have a solid, functioning, profitable career that you can sustain yourself off of. It's not easy to make money making rapidy rap. It really isn't. Easier today than it was 10 years ago. But it's not easy making money making rapidy rap. Web3 gave me more money than I'd ever seen off my rapidy rap. So I'm a firm believer in it, and I think that people should explore its opportunities. And that's kind of some of what I want to talk about with Razkaz, because he's a say it. I'll say it the way that I feel it. He's pretty much near that top of the pyramid era positioning for the guys like me segment of rap. It's yeah, but who's nicer? It's a that side. It's a yeah, so and so sold a lot of records. Yeah, good for him and your sister. Who's nicer? You think he's better than? And Razkaz is one of those names. A Razkaz is one of those artists that when you argue with rap snobs and you bring out your baseball cards. Once upon a time, people used to flip baseball cards. When you argue about you think he's better than fucking Razkaz? That's it's one of those type of incredulous. No, he's not. He's that's a there's a Mount Rushmore of ill MCs, and there's a Mount Rushmore of we never used words like woke, so I don't use them now. Intellectually, people who can assassinate you intellectually and lyrically. And then there's a special, super privileged Mount Rushmore of people who can do both. A Wise Intelligent goes on that Mount Rushmore. Because Wise can fucking rap. Razkaz made some amazing records, but most importantly, he's remained a gleaming example to guys like me. And even though I don't think he even remembers, which if I was an egomaniac, it would hurt my feelings. Uh, but it stands as a testament to the fact that he probably does shit like that all the time. I talked to him on the phone for like 2 hours back in like 2010. Meant the world to me. And he told me anybody can get it. I remember. I remember vividly. Yeah, but they're legends. So, yo, when you rapping, anybody can get it. This is a full contact competition. I was like, yeah. When I hung that phone up, I felt like someone just gave the 300 Spartans. Whew, I was ready to go, and I did, and it was great. And for people that take time out of their day to make sure that the people who are walking behind them don't get whacked in the face from a sticker bush, or don't get led astray off the path, or don't get distracted or dismayed or quit. Those examples are why I always stop, give thanks, and look behind me to make sure that the people who are also walking on the same path have not so much equal opportunity, but of outcome, but at least equal opportunity of try. Your pursuit of happiness. It is an action word. You should be pursuing it. CL, how are you doing, bro? I'm actually happy we have this beginning part.
Nah, no question. I'm just been taking it in, and I'm with you. Um,
Hey yo,
First of all, shout out to the real MCs. Shout out to the art.
Word.
Um, Second of all, just happy to be here and just going off the conversation we had earlier in terms of not having to give up your art and have your art devalued, like streaming services do. And like you said, finding your community, your tribe that will rock with you when y'all build and do things that are really genuine and dope and not have to sacrifice that because of trying to fit the mold or you guys gotta eat. And it sucks out here, but
Yeah.
it's a lot of artists had to change who they were because they just simply had to eat. Um, so yeah, I'm happy to be here. Happy to learn more about the space. Definitely am. And so crazy how the world, they're trying to turn your eye away from this so bad. They're trying
Hmm.
to bury Web3. They're trying to bury crypto. They're trying to bury the blockchain. They don't want this. They don't want the evenness to happen, but and the transparency to happen. But we're getting to a space where they can't hide no more. Gotta let everybody just be fair and free, and it feels good. So,
People, people talk about Web3, especially for music, the same way. If you remember, mixtapes were taboo. Mixtapes were bad. When them Southern
terrible.
boys started moving units out their trunk,
Hmm.
units, all of a sudden, Funk Master Flex and DJ Clue have a mixtape in the store. Remember that?
Hmm.
Crazy
Yeah.
shit. And yeah, man, I'm super duper happy about it. I think that and I want to clear one thing up. Just when you're talking, the thought rang in my head. While it's not easy to make money and to be profitable, rapping, you have a fuck ton more longevity if you can breach through the fucking defenses as a
Mm.
rapper than you do catering and kowtowing to whatever the sound of the moment is. Mumble, drill, whatever the current thing is, whatever the current paradigm is, if you can break through rapping, the rapidy rap audience, even though people, man, if you're over 40, you should hang it up. That narrative is there, but you can still go on tour. And that's the craziest shit ever. So yeah, man, shouts to Rapidy Rap. For people who don't know you, because again, this is a different audience from a traditional hip hop audience. Can you, if you don't mind, please tell people who you are, what di- I know what Digi CEO is, but if you can tell them what DigiWax is and what you've done, just so they can understand why I'm saying it's such a big deal.
No doubt, man. Well, again, thanks for having me. My name's CL. And yeah, I came up in the music business straight out of high school, in high school, and never turned back, man. I started out interning, pretty much slaving for free just to learn. Had a super love for hip hop and was able to land an internship at Epic Records and then never turned back, man. I was working with Cool G Rap and freaking Funk Dubious and every other MC you could think of. Because I'd also
Be
go up to
you?
Columbia. Huh?
Which do be you?
Yes. All of that. Absolutely. 4, 5, 6 albums, G rap. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. But the bottom line is that I was blessed to be able to get in the music business at a young age, and I did a lot as a result of it. Helped to create probably one of the greatest marketing companies ever called Cornerstone Promotion. Was a part of that set up, and then went on to help create with the Fader magazine, and you know worked for Sony, and was able to work with the likes of Mariah Carey to uh, everybody who came through that space. Working for a guy named Corey Rooney, who was from Queens and Long Island, and it just turned into a complete passion. And where DigiWax came in is that, I started running like the radio, the DJ departments at Crave, which was under Sony, and then doing it for uh, others. But when we had Cornerstone, we really built a DJ network, and I took that energy and had a vision to create a digital record pool. Got tired of just sending vinyl, which was dope, but people steal it, this, that, the third. And I was like, yo, man, we gotta start figuring out how we get these records to these DJs in a different way. And we invented the digital wax service, which is the one of the largest and the first DJ record pools in the world. It's always been free. We did it for the culture, and we're celebrating 25 years this year, man. And through it, I mean, there's so many artists, man, that we worked with. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can almost name them. So, Razzcast, of course, but Outkast and, all the Bad Boy, all the Rockefeller, Raucous, broke a lot of Most Def stuff, a lot of Talib and Pharaoh, and just real, like, from one side of music to the other. I've been blessed to be able to work, and we still are dedicated to that to today, man. We this week, shout out to Mike Bivens, we just launched his new single with him. And these are guys that, BBD has been around the game for 40 years. So the mission now is to start educating artists on Web3 and to start pulling them into this space where they're not just giving away their music and their property and their IP for free. They're actually learning how to build that. I mean, we talk about it. It's cliche, community, this, that, the third, but it's true, you know. And I'm against streaming because I just think it devalues the art, and it's been doing it for a long time, and we're so sheepish that we just let things happen. But here comes this brilliant thing called Web3, where we can go back to treating music like art again, like it's supposed to be treated. It is special, it is exclusive, and everybody shouldn't have it. So, um, and with this
Facts.
stuff we were talking about earlier, like vinyl was special because there was only but so many copies of a record. People had to go down to Fat Beats, Rock and Soul, wherever they could to get it. And if you couldn't get it, guess what? You wasn't playing that song. It made things collectible and special. And we got away from that in the worst type of way. Um, because I think it takes a lot to put your creative thoughts out there for people. You know, uh, you might be really good at it. It may come easy to you, but it's just a lot of sacrifice there. And it shouldn't be for 0.001 penny or whatever the heck people are getting with the royalty rate from streaming. It should be what you think it should be. You want to charge $100 for a song, then that's your business. And how that equates in crypto, whatever. But that's your business. Nothing wrong with that in my eyes. So I'm just here to try to
Well, I'll tell
free.
you,
Mm,
I think there's an opportunity there. And the
mm,
opportunity in it is this. If you peel 50 years off the odometer, right? We go back to the 70s and even the 60s, music seems like it was a lot more of a big deal, right? And I don't think that's not because music was better or anything like that. I think there was less to do. I think that a lot of people, if given a choice, would not be so into music because it isn't for everybody. Everyone's not a music person. It's just not socially acceptable to say I'm not a music person. So everyone's, oh, I love music, and they all fucking make believe. Truth be told, when you have no internet and it's just you and 17 niggas sharing one joint in the room, yeah, you're gonna spin some records backwards. You're gonna try some shit. Now I can pick up my phone and I can watch literally a midget kick fuck a hooker with a kangaroo costume on. I can watch that right now. I don't know if that exists, but I could Google it, bro. I can find it. I'm sure someone's done it because nothing's new under the sun. That shit has probably happened or is probably happening as we speak. Or I can get real close. And
mm.
AI is about to make up the other half of it. So, nah, I don't need to spin records backwards. I don't need to leave my house. I got dopamine, like Fishbrain just said in the chat. I got dopamine coming in on tap, and I don't need he said I just Googled it, it's there. I don't need music doesn't have to carry such a heavy weight. But the
Right.
good news is since everyone, a lot, not everyone, but a lot of people have self-reduced themselves to casual listener. People don't know the words. People think of, and you've heard me argue with people. You've been in the room when we talk rap. I'm
Yeah,
a big fan of word. What did he say?
lyrics.
So and so's real nice. Good. What did he say? You tell me what he said that was so good. I should move something over and make room because I think of things in terms of my lifestyle. So the little shit sleeve thing that goes on the visor of my car, it's only about 9 or 12 CD slots. You want me to take something out and make room. So who's he better than? So I could put him up there. And say, no, come on, kid. It's not about being better. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I have one scale. So when you rap, I compare you to the niggas I know that's nice. When you rap, you better be Ghostface. Cause that's what I'm expecting. It's my expectation level. They don't do
Fact.
that. But for the
Hmm.
people who do, they are now in possession or they are now purveyors of a valuable service. I personally am a big fan of Brownsville Kai. I'm gonna keep talking about Brownsville Kai. I've never met this man. I don't know this man. I've just bought his music and I'm a big fan of it. And what I say is I can't get what he provides anywhere else. So if he says his vinyl costs $50, I gotta pay it. When it sells out and the secondary market says it costs $250, if I want it, I gotta pay it. And for people who really love the thing, we are now in a unique position to be purveyors of that thing. There are not, I can't think of another MC who could have made Nature of the Threat. Just can't
Yeah.
think of them. I can't think of anyone who would have pulled it off and it had not come off as preachy or corny. Just period. And by the way, we still play that shit on Clubhouse. Every time somebody comes in with their caucasity, I just you just hear that shit start, and it's funny to me. It's an inside joke to me and Low and now and us, and we all get it. However, I can't think of another person who can do that. I can't think of another person who does what Black Thought does. I can't think of another person who does, rest in peace to P, what Sean P does. I can't think of another person who does what Rock from Helter Skelter Tech or a lot of these very special people what they do. And I think with the blockchain, it allows them, the artist, to skip the middlemen, skip the bullshit marketing teams, skip the bullshit business practices, and go directly to the consumer who value them for the thing. I personally love, um, I love Ruth Chris spinach. Silly thing to say, but I really mean it. They make really good cream spinach. I don't want
Mm.
to have to deal with 5 other people to get the spinach. I don't want to go nowhere else, and they're the only ones that have it. Morton's cream spinach sucks. Be honest with you. I've tried cream spinach at every high-end steakhouse. It never comes close. That's probably because they put 95,000 pounds of butter in it. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Point is, I want to get that thing from the people who create it, and Web3 does help. However, not without opposition. And this is a little bit of a distraction, but is it true that you did have a business card that was made of silky black satin?
Yeah, it was. Facts. Yo, man, we used to be creative with our business cards. That's what I was
Real
saying
heavy.
before about. I'm somewhat of a. I guess sometimes you overanalyze shit. Paralysis analysis or analysis
Mm-hmm.
paralysis, where you just what I mean. It took us a while to get that business card to where we felt it was dope. But I'm so happy that you remember it. You know what I mean, and that you appreciated it because that's the point. I like fly shit.
I'll
Okay,
tell you
Ryan
how much
said,
I appreciated it. Real quick, before you tell me that, I'll tell you how much I appreciated it. I know what DigiWax was. Was not to be disrespectful, but I'm talking in terms of 2011. So in my mind, time doesn't really change that much. So I know what DigiWax in the frame of 2011, what that company represents for someone like me. What can be done, hopefully, maybe, possibly, with a stroke of luck and some personality and someone liking me. I know what could be done for a person like me with a company like DigiWax because, bro, there weren't many trade schools for people like me. You ain't got a lot of DeVries for the kind of student I am. I don't want to go to the acting class. I don't want to go to the. We only got HVAC and mechanic. It's all we got. So when the HVAC people say, yo, you in? You're good. And that's how you get your Matthew Ragazzinos. That's how you get your Mr. Motherfucking Esquires. That's how you get the guys from my side advancing into better parts of the industry. And companies like DigiWax are instrumental in that. Before everybody was trying to be on mass appeal for some inexplicable fucking reason, it was y'all that represented hope for people like me. I remember where I was fucking standing, CL. I'm not giving you a hot stone massage. We were standing in front of that fucking sneaker store at South by Southwest that's kind of on a corner on 6th Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we were standing, and that's where you gave me your business card. And I also remember on Clubhouse when someone was like, yo, CL, da-da-da-da-da, and it was like DigiWax. Dumb nigga know that's already a company. There's already a company called DigiWax. That's already like a thing, like a known thing. And they're like, oh no, that's the guy. That's DigiWax. I was very excited. It's a big deal because oh, by the way, the chat is. I don't know if you've seen the chat, CL. If you click on where it says, yeah, you got to click on where it says up top, live chat. The chat is half this show. While I'm talking, if I misspeak, you can't. I don't have to say pause. The chat's gonna catch it, and it's gonna. They're gonna. Yeah, they're ridiculous. They're goddamn ridiculous. Yeah, they're goddamn ridiculous. That's why I said I don't. Yeah, they're. Thank you, DJ Boo Man. Ayo, shouts to DJ Boo Man. So what were you saying? What did Raz say?
Raz is trying to get in. He's on, but he said he's trying to find a way he can click on the stage. I know he has to like click on the I don't know what the hell was.
He has to scroll down on the left hand side.
Okay, let me text him that.
What's his Discord handle?
I'm asking him right now.
Yeah, and that'll help. But yeah, so I think companies, and this is another thing, just to give a little, there's business and then there's family. Where you are right now is the epicenter of my Web3 family. This is like, and when Lowe figured it out, he was offended. He said, this nigga has a whole fucking thing over here where he's professional and serious and not a dick to people. And yeah, that's here. This is where I came from in Web3. This is where Skrilla dropped me off at. This is the only place I feel comfortable. This is the only place I care this much about. This is Token Smart. So welcome to Raz. What I'll say is I don't hide shit on a business level here. So I'll tell y'all the other half of what I'm trying to do. I'm also trying to onboard CL because there needs to be a him. I'll tell you what I told him earlier today. Bearers of culture, like the Grimaldi man with fire. There needs to be bearers of culture for hip hop in Web3. Unfortunately, there are not very many bearers of culture bearers. Jesus Christ, Elbow. Do you really still have the gift of me? Y'all niggas is awful. Fucking, you guys are animals. Bearers of culture for rap and the kind of rap that I'm a part of here. The guys that I'm, almost caught myself. The MCs that make me happy to listen to rap. There's so many of them that a lot of times we forget to mention them, but a lot of y'all have never heard of them. And like when I brought Tech from Smith & Wesson is a part of that thing, but there's more of them. And there's so much to pull, I can't pull. Ron G is a legendary DJ. I'll tell you some real shit what I'm trying to do. Ron G is the legendary DJ. Ron G! Like a legendary DJ. A mixtape, whatever the top of the thing is. He has all of them. He has every mixtape he's ever put out. He has the master. I want him to digitize it. I want that to be a project. But getting those guys, you need an end. I don't want shit. I just want to see it done because I think it would be dope to see. Kind of like tech shit. I don't want shit. I just want to see it happen. This is someone who can make it happen. Onboarding him is expanding the lunch table that I've always tried to build so that the people who I've always respected have a place where they can sit down and put their bags down. We've got enough place for people. Any one individual can come sit down at the lunch table, but you got to think of it like like the football team. They got their gym bags, they got a lot of stuff. They need more space to put stuff down. DJs need more places to put stuff down. There hasn't been shit that I've been a part of or built or helped foster in this community or in this culture so far that's been of real help to DJ Booman. Y'all have no idea how special it is that Booman's here. But there's no way for him to show it. What's he like? Where's the thing for the DJs? Where's the record pool? Where's the things that allow us to show you? So I would like to help get CL onboarded because I think that that's important. And this is another reason why for this conversation, why I don't mind waiting a week. I would have waited 3 weeks. I'll wait 5 weeks because I think that this conversation is super important. And guys like CL are super important. There's a integrity over the bullshit. There's people who've taken enough L's to the bullshit where they, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a big deal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's
You
true,
want to say
man.
something?
No, it's true. Well, first of all, Ras is trying to figure out where it's at on. I told him to click on the the 3 lines on the top left, and then come to the stage. And he's saying he don't see it, but I put y'all on a 3-way text, so maybe.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. We're just trying to get him in here, y'all. That's all.
Oh, there's my phone. All right, cool.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure. Oh yeah, there. All right. So boom. Yeah, and he also sent you his joint. He sent you his handle. But just going off your point, absolutely, we want to bring people like Pete Rock. I mean, there's just so many people that's just authentic to it that are just like me and like y'all. Real collectors, real audiophiles, real MCs, real producers, people that have records. I'm sure Pete got a whole Heavy D album. Why not make that into a work of art? This Heavy D, this is like the godfather of where I'm from Westchester. He's the guy that put everybody on. Doesn't get mentioned when it comes to hip hop 50th, but we can do that for him.
What?
He doesn't.
I didn't
I mean,
it was too much. It was too much tourism for me. They didn't mention Heavy D.
No, I didn't see nobody do anything with Hev's name in it, and it's okay. That's just the mainstream of it, but we don't have to. I'm not a part of that, so I'm cool. We can do it. I can do it. So, yeah, I'm down with everybody. Let's do it together.
Hey, yo, hey, Trislet, I just sent you. I sent you the his handle. Maybe we can get some. I should have probably sent Dragon 8 too. Get a little help on this thing here. Get the good brother in here. The Heavy D. I called Grap fucking like 2 months ago, just because I like bothering him.
Rap brother.
And yeah, nice. He's a great guy. And there's these people who I want Web3 to know about them because I feel like this is the place for lost things. This is the place for forgotten things. This is the place for broken toys. This is the land of broken. This is the place where all of I don't know. It's like there's like a Scott Bakula thing for Web3 for me, where like it puts right what once went wrong. My voice has never been. I'm a cool guy. I'm around. I still pick up the phone, call niggas. Like people take my call. I'm still me, but I'm not famous. I'm a behind the curtain person. I'm part of that 10,000 MCs that the top 300-400 of us gets shine. But the further you get from that, the more obscure you are, and where people know you, they'll lift up a fucking gate for you to let you in places. You get into VIP. There's nothing about your career that isn't like folklore. And that's why I'm a big, I'm still very respectful to the people who remember me for being what I quote unquote was. Pete Rocks should never have to. I was just arguing with niggas that Raekwon shouldn't have to go to the grocery store. I really believe this shit. I don't care how silly it sounds. I don't think that that's right for him. Like, go to push a cart. I mean, the fucking purple tape. Like, why would he have to push a grocery cart? It seems wrong. Well, how would we get his? I don't know, man. Instacart. That shit should be brought to him. It's just not. He did enough. He's done. He shouldn't have to do more. Pete Rock did enough. He's done. Heavy D should never be forgotten.
No.
Never be forgotten. Chubb Rock's legacy should never be slept on. Like, I have these people who in my head should never be. But where would they? They're not going to do that in the mainstream. They've never done it. Why would they start now? Asking people who don't give a fuck about music or my culture to give massive fucks about both doesn't seem right. Tell him to look in his friend requests for Trizlet.
Okay.
Oh, let me tell him. Did he join? So let me just.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try to call him. Sorry, hold on.
No, you're good. This is why we do this. Boom. Look at that. All right, cool. And it's gonna be one of them things where I don't think iPhone people get when I send them pictures. Do you know how racist that is? Y'all niggas with your Ku Klux phone would make me a green bubble and you don't see my things? Why y'all phone gotta be all oppressive? And also, if Steve Jobs was so smart, why is he dead? Think about it. Also, why didn't he care enough to give you right click? You have to be ambidextrous to jerk off and watch pornography on your computer. That's a waste of time and someone who doesn't care about your fucking masturbatory comfort. That's bullshit. Now, fucking, you can say what you want about Zuckerberg. He's definitely a space alien and probably a robot and maybe even both. But that nigga gave you an Oculus, and that's some big shit. I don't care if he made it. He made it possible. You can watch porn on it. It's just crazy. Anyway, Razzcast is in the neighborhood. He's just looking for parking. While we're doing that, though, if anyone has any questions for CL, Hakeem, I see you in here. Shouts to you. Felons, DCS Crypto, Boo Man, please hit the chat with whatever questions you have for CL, Razzcast, and I promise we will answer or get an answer to every single fucking question because it's important that we don't the Oculus watches you. So does Mother Russia, nigga. I don't care. So what? I ain't doing shit. I feel the same way about people watching my movements as I do about someone haunting my house. It's gonna get weird, and you're gonna be surprised how naked I am. Like, shockingly surprised. But not so much of how naked, just the frequency. Yeah. Prove it? That's ridiculous. At some point, this will tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm getting challenged to get naked I'm not doing that. Are you crazy? No fucking way. Yo, bro, I can't even do this video shit without Elbow and Dragonade especially turning me into GIFs. I get turned into GIFs all the time. It's terrifying. Anyway. So yeah, they the music Web3 side hasn't had time to really unpack its bags yet. And let's plug Elon brain into your brain. No. There'll be I'm not giving anybody brains. I don't want to do any of that. Fucking yeah, ew. The Web3 music side hasn't had a chance to really unpack its bags. And I think that before we start trading our luggage that we haven't even opened yet for what's behind door number 2, maybe we should start onboarding culture, pushing culture, and being people, and not just for rap. I mean, yeah, my my interest is rap, but if your interest is punk rock, bring them out. If your interest is Irish folk, nigga, I don't care. Go get your thing and bring it here so we can celebrate it, because I want to know what makes it so special. And Razzcast is in the building. I want to know what makes it so special that you want it. That's really the main point for all of this. It's not so much, hey, Kane is a big fan of these rappers and sometimes they come through. Yeah, it was great having Buckshot. It's great having Ill Bill. It's really great having Razzcast. It's great to have fucking everyone who's come through so far. But I want you to see that as, this is me showing you things that I super duper care about, and I want you to see why it's special. Right? I want you to see why I think it's special. Bring similarly the things you think are special. That's important. Bring the things that you think are special. CL, did you just drop down? Oh, is there a stage limit, Dragonite? That's silly. There's a stage limit. I feel like there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be, right? Oh, well, CL, you drop down. Razzcast, and you're both here. Just come on up to the Who's It's. I don't know how to do that, but I imagine there's a button. Oh, there you go. Raising their hands. Yeah, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. For the record, one time this show just didn't happen because I don't know how to start it. There's a person that does all that. I don't do any of that. I just be here talking. I'm a fucking idiot. It's the beautiful thing about this program. Yo, Razzcast, what up?
Rash, you there?
Got unmute.
I tell you, once you figure out Discord, it is actually pretty crazy.
No, when you first started, it sucks though.
Yeah, no doubt.
He
The
might
learning
be on,
curve.
he might. There he is.
Okay.
Oh, you
No,
might
no
be on.
sound.
Is he on? No sound.
You know what I did, Raz? I left the room and came back in. It might work.
Yeah,
Just
you might
click
have
on,
to do that. You might have to leave and come right back.
yeah, click on the red button on the bottom right, and then come right back in.
Yeah. Yeah, unplug it, plug it back in. It has never not worked.
He's back in.
Yeah, history in the making. You guys, listen. I'm super duper serious about this. Bring your culture to Web3 as well. I want everybody to bring their things. I think this is a place where the unappreciated get appreciated, and a place where we can actually, really share in the culture. So I want everyone to bring their stuff. So no matter what it is that you have that it's super duper dope for you, please bring that shit. If it's metal, it's metal. If it's jazz, it's jazz. If it's blues, it's blues. Bring all that shit. Because believe me when I tell you, whether I'm super into your shit or not, there's a producer who's gonna sample the fuck out of it. And just, don't go trying to get all litigious afterwards. What's up, Raz?
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Oh shit. Okay. Solved it.
So just
Thanks.
think of this like an unprofessional version of CL show.
Okay.
Way less professional.
Okay.
I didn't realize my shit
Yeah.
was professional.
Oh, super. Nigga, what? There's like courtesy and hand raising, and people take their turns. Yo, my chat, I had to brief them last week. I was like, listen, I'm happy he's not here this week. I got to talk to y'all. This is like a big deal. Don't be posting dicks and shit in the chat like this. Take this seriously. My audience is the official co-host. When the guest bores them, they post dicks. They're animals. They're awesome. It's the best show ever. I love this show. Because then someone will be like, and then what happens with the blockchain is we associate the next level generation of and it's just dick. It's like, your chat is extremely inappropriate. I'm like, yeah, I know. You're fucking putting them to sleep. They hate this shit. They just want to get back to the jokes and the fun. But yo, Raz, it's a pleasure to have you here. I forgot
Pleasure
to
to be
call.
here.
We have a record.
Yeah,
You know that?
I think so.
It was Walt. Mr. Walt did it.
Oh, wait. We have a record for real, for real.
Yeah,
I thought you talking about what we
yeah.
was working on. Uh, which
No,
one?
the
What
beat.
record?
I don't know. I never got it.
Is
Mr.
this?
Walt goes, you know who would sound good on this? Raz Kaz. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna call him. Then he's like, yeah, Raz gonna do it. And I was like, word. And then, I'm never gonna ask for the record. It's not my record, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, can you send me the record with Raz Kaz on it? Because it's
I
just
know. I mean,
inappropriate to do.
I love Walt and them, man. Those are my brothers. We all go back. I can guess to make which one that is. Was it a West Coast kind of sounding record?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
It was.
I heard
He
it
sent
once
me
when I
one
recorded it,
because
and
I think
never
I did
again.
two. I did two records that Walt and them asked me to do. Evil D. One was kind of Westy, but like a New York interpretation of a West Coast record. It was dope. And then the other one was more of a boom bap spitter record, like spit out record. But they both came out really dope. I haven't even heard those records. I wonder if it's they're probably on the new album because they got the new KRS-One single.
Shit. I gotta call him.
Yeah, the B Miners just put out like literally yesterday. They got a new single called Seckle. Damn, I'm a fucking walking computer right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
need
just saw
that.
they just posted that yesterday and they got a whole project and yeah. So it's coming out.
We need that on
That's all.
Digi. I'll keep it 100. We need that. That sounds fire.
Yeah. I haven't even
100%.
heard the second record. I just, put a whole bunch of fucking hands up and shit, little hand emojis, because I know that shit gonna be crazy. And then I know I was tagged on it. So I'm assuming one of those or both made the cut on the project.
Yeah.
I hate to ask the general Wikipedia questions, but the benefit of Web3 and also the detriment of Web3 is that we're talking to brand new people. I know who you are. I'm familiar with who you are. For someone who isn't familiar with who you are, can you please just high gloss cliff notes? Because if I do it, it's just hyperbole at this point.
Damn, bro. Let's see. I'm a dude from the West Coast that people say don't sound like you from the West Coast. I have I rap pretty good. I fought with my record label, and I was signed to Capitol Records. And my name is Raz Kaz, and I'm just as good or better than any nigga that you think can rap good. Yeah,
Fucking
that's it.
fact.
Yeah,
That's a fucking
fuck it.
fact.
That's just where I'm at with it. But peace, everybody. All bullshit aside, salute to everybody in here.
This is great. You're when I saw that, I jumped in the CL room when you were talking, and I was like, "Oh shit, Razzcat's here! This is great." And in the midst of it, you're talking about the indie artist grind in today's market. Whereas I think that there's more tools available, there's more things available, there's more stuff, but there's also there's a challenge and disconnect in the audience who is just used to getting spoon-fed bullshit from a person that doesn't care about them or their culture. So finding your tribe and finding your audience in a very busy marketplace can be very difficult for a new artist. It can also be even more difficult sometimes for an artist that's well established, well seasoned, and the expectation level, I can only imagine, is through the fucking roof every time you rap. So
Yeah.
do you find it to be easier today, or what are your thoughts?
It's a double-sided dagger. Yeah, if a lot of us artists, if anybody that came out before 2005, we were spoiled. We didn't have to do the social media and aggressively try to get engagement. We had a record company that did that shit for us. You understand what I'm saying? And it was kind of a very limited market. Like it was more local as opposed to now. There's a plethora. I can go to Spotify and go to fucking, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's just there's there's this platform. There's fucking, the old now, I just remember when, even when there was just fucking MySpace. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy with MySpace. You can find the world on MySpace. Then the shit I went to jail, came back with Facebook and Twitter. And now Twitter is X, and now TikTok. And there's people, and the goal is to try to reach people, but we're so stratified. It's harder to find your tribe. I like the way you said that. So it's harder. I think it is harder for for older established artists because we're in an old habit. It's kind of like a dinosaur. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So niggas don't want to play this game, and it's impossible to not play it. If you can't, I always get a comparison of like the nigga that still had carrier pigeons when they started coming up with Alexander Bell comes out with the phone. He's like, I'm gonna keep these pigeons gonna work, and then he eats the pigeons because he ain't got nobody uses that no more. Fucking telephone. You gotta adapt or die. You gotta deal with technology. And there's always pros and cons to the technology, and to me, I don't like it. Overall, I'm just being frank, but I have to. I just want to write rhymes. I never even liked the music industry. Too much politics, too much fuckery, too many bitch ass niggas. Shit changed. I just wanted to rhyme. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I even like the streets more. I remember they asked me, like, I said, I like prison and I like the streets more than I like the rap industry. Fuck boy city. So I don't like social media because it's more jobs, more fuckery, more fuckboy city. I don't like that part of it, but it's either do or die. If you don't engage with it, then you're gonna end up the nigga with the carrier pigeons, and that's what I had to accept.
But a world of you, and again, if I'm misinterpreting who you are, because again, as a fan of your music, I have an impression of who you are based on your rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
People have an impression of me based on my rhymes. I'm some of them things. I ain't all of them things, and I'm definitely not all of them things all the time. So you're someone who understands consequences and prison, jail, which I had a great time. It's a weird thing to say, but I had a wonderful time.
I kind of had fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm from New York. I never had chip beef. That's just not something that was served. I never had chip fucking beef. That's a weird thing. I was like, what is this? This is exquisite. My compliments to the chef. This is amazing. But it's consequences. People are polite.
Right.
Somebody bump into you, pardon me, please excuse me. Pardon me, brother. Yo, excuse me. It's there's manners comparative to
the Wild West.
Oh wait, Duke. Like what? Blow your head up. Like what? Step on your shoe, but like watch where you going. What? Especially the digital age is full of just agent provocateurs who their whole goal in life is to elicit a negative reaction from people. And when all you want to do is rhyme, because you don't have to just plant your flag no more. You have to actually engage.
This is any platform, and especially like where everybody's pretty much equal. It's what the homies used to say, like, oh, you in the army, you trying to be all you could be. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can get on any platform and talk a good game, talk a lot of shit. They got all the bitches. They can kill everybody, boxing, whatever, super thug, whatever. And it happens a lot. For me, Sean Price, rest in peace, was a friend of mine, and Sean was the best, bro. Because Sean was a street nigga. Sean had an incredible sarcasm, sense of humor. And then honestly, like, he just blocked niggas, bro. I don't argue with, there's a saying, if you see a wise man and a fool arguing in the street, how can you tell the difference? The answer is you can't. So you say some bitch nigga shit to me, I just get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because there's 9 billion people on the planet. I'm just trying to find my million that fuck with what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to make everybody like me. Half these people is followers anyway. They sheep, so fuck them. Honestly, I'm just trying to find the ones that fuck with that. If you like Nas, if you like Eminem, if you like Kendrick, if you like, you know what I'm saying? If you like Method Man, nigga, that's what I'm on. I'm on these bars. I'm on having some integrity. If you want some fuckery, just bounce. I'm gonna get rid of you. I mean, for real. Catch me in the streets with that shit. All this arguing on the internet, that shit weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to get some money. This is a great place where, look, there's 26 people on here. Well, 25, not count myself.
Mhm.
That's a gang. If we was all impacting each other positively, doing the right shit by each other, we could all be making a lot of money together. And that's what I'll be looking for. I'm looking for the people that fuck with me, that I can fuck with, that we can do good business, and that shit turn into respect, that then turns into love because we doing right by each other. Not looking for the rest of that shit. Every once in a while, might get in the lady's DM, she might get in mine. That's a plus too. I'm really looking to work. I'm looking to promote and sell something.
When y'all hear that, right? The intro makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? When you, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Easy. That's the vision. When you, so couple things. My intro for you, Raz, was he's the top of the pyramid for the guys like me. When you do real good as a guy like me, you get to have a career like that if you're real lucky, real fucking talented. You may not be on TV, but you have a thing that you can't purchase, which is respect. I talked to CL about this earlier. I said there's a thing you have. There's records that he has. You know he has. That ain't anybody allowed to hear them shits. Because he ain't supposed to have them. But he has them. I can't buy them shits off of him. He would never disrespect the covenant to give them to me. No, for no amount of money.
Right.
Because if it ever got back, that's the end. You can't buy that. And in a world where everyone's a prostitute, unsellable things are rare. Unbuyable people are rare. And again, not to go back, and I mentioned this earlier. I was like, I talked to you on the phone back in like 2010, 2011. And I was like, he doesn't remember. If I was an egotistical man, that would hurt my feelings. It's a testament to you do shit like that probably a lot. just talk to a young nigga. And you told me anybody can get it. And when we finished, it was like 2 hours. When we finished the call, I was like, someone gave me a 300 speech. I was ready to run into battle. And I did. And niggas caught hell. That was right before I went to CMJ and was outside that bitch running demo on anyone who was dumb enough. Anyone who was dumb enough caught it. Because they had to. Because I'm too polite. And Razcast told me anybody can get it. Legend, hero, friendly fave. Once we start rapping, this is a competition sport, full impact. I'm going to hit you as hard as I can. And I'm not going to take a day off. I'm not going to take a bar off. And I'm going to go further. And that got me through the darkest point of my career. And for you to still be this guy, the guy that says out of this many billions of people, I want 1 million. You have no idea how Web3 that is. Right. It's all we say. 25 people in Token Smart is a gang. Right. And the best part about this is I wanted to get your perspective on some of the crypto stuff as well. And I don't know how much time we have, but I want to be expeditious with your time. But I needed you to do that. I needed you to, because to be where you are, and it's not yachts, it's not Sultan of Brunei shit. It's there's a certain level of there's a certain level of excellence in a craft, no matter whether you're a fucking stonemason or an MC, right, where you are recognized nationally for cutting that fucking marble. Right. And it's not like niggas is lining up to cut marble next to you either. Right. It's the Black Thought thing is nice. But Black Thought really don't go deep. He'll keep it surface. He'll just rapid fire you with a machine gun, and he's really good at it. People don't just do a Razcast feature. There's a reason for that. No one wants to get. Well, it's not fun getting washed up on your own record. Remember that fucking that Jay Electronica, Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar. Niggas don't remember Big Sean verse. Right. You wash the fuck up. That's a terrible feeling. So you're in Web3. You're in the NFTs. How did that start? And if you don't mind, bird's eye viewing it, what does this look like from where you're sitting?
I think I always had a curiosity. Hold on, I'm closing the door because the homie got talk. So I had a curiosity about.
I'm sorry, hold on. The fuck
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of chair is that? What the
Oh,
fuck kind of chair is that?
Peter Darker, man. Not Peter
What you
Darker.
mean? No,
Miles Morales.
gaming
Spider-Man.
chair. No, I see the gaming chair. I'm West Indian, my nigga. Behind the gaming
Oh,
chair. What is that?
that's some royalty shit, man, with a motherfucking Wu-Tang pillow on it. You know what I mean? You know, you
Sorry.
got to treat yourself
Excuse me.
like royalty, man. You gotta treat yourself who you are. So, you know, just a reminder, like, nigga.
Yes, sir.
So I'm a nerd,
No,
and I'm a nerd to Prince. So I'm the Prince of Nerds, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
I'm
But
Chinese, so that's much leather. It catches my eye. But so what does this Web3 thing look like, bird's
yeah.
eye view?
So I got into it. Well, not even Web3, just before, you know. I was slow because I'm a real time person. I'm an IRL person. I just kind of like engaging with people. That's just my normal state. That's just kind of how I grew up. And then, you know, I'm dated, so I'm before the internet is created. So I was intrigued, but my nerddom is a little bit different. I like reading books and history and all that shit. But but I kept being intrigued, and I would just ask, you know, it's not no stupid questions. Some of my friends were definitely, you know, starting to write code and shit like that. I ain't never got that far, and I know I would need like 2 years just to get there and start getting fluid with it. But uh, I just keep trying to be around, you know, people like yourself. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, people that I want to get fluent. That's even just terminology. Like when people say like disruption, and now with Web3 now, understanding that it's direct to consumer. Uh, you know, the metaverse thing. I tried during COVID. I think a lot of us started, you know, dabbling in the metaverse, and I know there's a million different metaverses, and trying to figure out which one is going to be the the Nike of them. This is what I'm curious about. And I wish I was smarter because I'd invest in that particular metaverse. It's like that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be a nigga that buys crypto, you know what I'm saying, today. I wish I would have been the nigga that bought it 20, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? I would have been up and then I would have got out. So it's like it's gonna happen no matter what. Technology will be technology. We will advance. Um, and don't be the last nigga on the boat. That's what I'm trying not to be. So that's why I'm here, is to learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a whole bunch to advise people on. If you ask me about coming to LA, or if you ask, you know, whatever, those things, how to ride a bar, I know that stuff. Everything here, I'm the nigga trying to learn.
You're you're in a group with cannabis,
Yeah.
and it's been said he was like not the, I don't know if I don't believe him first, but he was one of those guys that was typing his rhymes early.
He was, bro. He was a very interesting personality. And one of those, you know, different kinds of nerds. I don't say nerd in a bad way. I think nerds rule the
Yeah,
world.
of course.
But he always was cutting edge, and utilizing his fan base, and you know, utilizing the web to galvanize his fan base. Uh, he didn't share that with us. He was just he's not the most caring person. So he's him, bro. I mean, you know, he, and then you know, this is not to throw him under the bus. I'm just, you know,
Yeah.
giving you my opinion, an overview of, you know, my brother. You know, he just, and asking, like, okay, fuck it. This is cannabis. I'm to explain to you cannabis is. We went once upon a time. We went out. We was in the city in New York, and we went out. Well, I was with this chick. She had a friend. Her friend was bad, and then her friend was like, "Yeah, you know," she's like, "He's cute. She likes, you know, whatever. He's cannabis. He's popping." And then I'm like, you know, I'm like, "Yo, she wanted, you know, she wanted to holler at you," and he's like, "Yo," and he doesn't call me Razcaz. He calls me by my government, Austin. He's like,
Mhm.
"Austin, yo." So the fucking spaceship alien, and the girl's looking like she's like wanting him to say something like "You look pretty." This nigga starts going off talking about some shit that none of us understand. I vaguely understand. These girls don't. They from CT. They from Connecticut. They don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. Then they exchange numbers, and she's trying to, he's like, I don't got my phone. And then he writes his number down, but he writes it in real words. SEVEN. ONE. So that's a different, that nigga's a different kind of nigga is what I'm trying to explain, bro. He's a different. So it's kind of hard to ask him a question. Some people say I use like big words and I get complicated. And some of my friends are like, you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's on a spectrum, bro.
By the way, he's I'm just gonna break the fourth wall. Fish brain, that's you. I don't know if you. I know you're hearing. You can hear this and see in the crowd. That's you, nigga. That's who you are. But you're just British. It's the only difference. You're a British person, and that's the only difference. That's because you fucking. That's how fish brain is. And sorry, it was two right there. I want to just rehash a thing we started the conversation with, which is when I first got here to Web3, Rare Skrilla, DJ J Skrilla from DC, is who introduced me to all of this. He for years telling me, hard ears, I don't want to listen. So it's Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't need to buy Coke. So, and I'm in Cabo. If I want Coke, it's right there. I don't have to use magic internet money, whatever. I don't believe in none of that shit. No. It wasn't until 2020, 2021 that I said, okay, cool. And he dropped me off here. This is where I started in Web3, in this Discord. This is why no matter how many, when there's 300 people in this room when I do this, when there's 25 people in this room when I do this, I always come back here because this is where everything started with me. When I was, what's a crypto? How do I set up my Mega Man mask and all? I don't know none of this stuff, and I'm just like walking through it. These were the original people who helped me. And because of that, I come back here and I vent. I come back here and I yell. I come back here and I rant. I come back here and I bring friends. I bring guests. I bring culture. I bring everything that I can to the space starts here. And one of my biggest gripes is music NFTs, while it goes back to 2010, 2009 on crypto, music on the blockchain really didn't start getting its legs until 2019, 2021. And that's when the furniture started getting moved in. But we haven't unpacked. We don't have a place to sit down. They're already trying to take our royalties. They're already trying to they want artists to volunteer their royalties. So they'll get Nas, put him on a platform which now works like a pseudo record label. Think of these platforms like single-use record labels. A single-use record label probably sounds good. Use it one time, you don't like it, don't use it again. But it sets a terrible precedent for everybody else when they go, we're the place to do that. If the only place I look and see is mass appeal, well, then their rules dictate the terms. Not my rules. This ain't their town. This is the people's town. Where I don't think that an artist, any artist, especially ones as talented as the people that I look up to, like yourself, have ever seen fair. It's fair. It's never been fairer than this. I stopped Jim Jones' project by myself because it wasn't right. It was non-cypher. And I said, you can't do that on a Twitter Spaces. And they said, well, why not? Because you got to create a coin and don't know what a seed phrase is, and you're going to lead 1.4 million of your Twitter followers into that? Nah, that's off. Well, maybe I shouldn't even, come on, what the birds, I thought metaverse is for everybody. I thought Harlem was a world, nigga. Come on, stop that. This ain't safe. It's not a dumb person's game. It's digital vinyl records. That's why we're here. Digital vinyl records. That's the only thing that matters. It's the only thing that shakes. A vinyl record is the most profitable single sale item an independent failed struggle rapper like myself has at my disposal. Unless I get with Griselda and get some strange couture shit. Then I can do hoodies with glitter and shit on it, and then maybe I can be fancy. But until then, a vinyl is the best that I got. And if a vinyl record sell, cool. But I got that Mary Kay fear in my head. I got a closet full of Kane Mayfield CDs that terrify me. I got a garage I ain't trying to fill with vinyl, so I can't cop what I can't move. And I'll go
Right.
hand to hand in the park before I gamble on weight, because if I'm stuck with it, a truck gotta hit it. And now I
That
gotta
part.
take crazy chances to move that. Now I'm going on tours I don't want to go on just to get product off. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking crazy.
Facts.
I'm
100%.
I'm the bottom of the thing, but I'm still the thing. I know us. And if you told me I could buy vinyl for free, no consignment, the vinyl don't cost. I can move vinyl for secondary vinyl prices up front, instantly across the planet with no overhead. Because $50 ain't overhead. Immediately? With and my relationship with the IRS is my own? Are you fucking kidding me? That's this space.
Right.
And that's why we are the proverbial slim thug moving them out the trunk. And this can't get popular because there's no need for a middleman. Yo, I stand here, Raz, I watch ships come and crash against the rocks because they're loaded with middlemen and they ain't got no job. There's nothing for them to do here.
Right.
It's just artist to community. The only thing they don't know in mass here is why I'm so excited to talk to you. They've never heard of you.
Right.
Not they've never heard of you. They've never heard a you. We're 15 years deep in trap and drill. 25 years old. Rap ain't sounded rappery since they were 10. The fuck were they listening to at 10? They don't even know what a you is. Bro, they don't know what a me is. They think I'm a unicorn. They go, you rap like Biggie, but like aggressive, and dude, you're amazing. How are you not famous? And I go, how am I not what? Young man, do you know the road up?
Like the caliber of people that we come from? Right.
I cried. The first time it happened for me, I cried. I don't cry, nigga. I'm from fucking Eastern Long Island. I'm fancy. Fuck am I crying for? It's the internet. I cried. Because it's never happened. Yo, it never happened. It happened here. And the mathematics of it, which I didn't want to take up too much time on CL's show. Also, I only pop in there every now and again I'm like a Mormon, nigga. I just ride my bike over there. I'll be like, hey, yo, Joe Smith, holla at the one true faith. Now, but believe what you want. I'm just saying the Bible. But, hallelujah. And I ride my bike out. That's all I do over there. And the mathematics of it is, if I got 75,000 streams, that's a lot of streams for a man of my station. A lot of streams for a man. However, Spotify don't give a fuck about 75,000 streams. Nobody getting frothy in the loins over Kane Mayfield 75,000. They don't even know I did it. And they don't have to care because they're only going to pay me $247.50.
Right.
That's it. I can make $247.50 off one NFT. One. So that means one collector is worth 75,000 streamers. How far would you walk for one collector? One super fan, and the only people who just know this math is the y'all. So the reason, just to be 100% transparent, the reason for these conversations, the reason I'm very happy to have you here, the reason I wanted to introduce you to this audience is because the people who are already the best at this thing are the guys in Germany on tour. The people who are already the best at this thing are the guys who regular rap did whatever the fuck it did to you in 2004, and you figured it out since then. The fact that you understand that you have to be active on social media. My favorite rappers aren't, because they come from the last thing they really tried was MySpace. And all they had to do back then was, I'm here, and their fans will find them because we're searching for you.
Right.
You didn't have to do nothing. Just put your flag down, put your profile picture, and be you. And we'll come to you. And we'll put you on our top favorite friendlies list, whatever the fuck it was called. Because we want people to know that we rock with you. You were a way for us to signify. Yeah, I follow Razzcazz on MySpace. I'm one of Razzcazz's MySpace friends. And God forbid you put one of us in your top 8. It's fucking over at this point. So now you have to be out here digital busking. And I'm sorry, if you've seen 90s record deal money, it's beneath you. Like if a record label has flown you on a private jet, you ain't gonna be out here doing fucking TikTok dances, nigga. It's beneath you. It's like, ain't doing that shit. Man, hey, what's up, Instagram Live? What's going on? You know, I'm in the building with my other nigga that doesn't give a fuck about this. Yeah. Come to the show if you in Boston. Album dropping September 14th. That's the best you're gonna get. Anything further than that seems a bridge too far, and any promises more glamorous than that seem like lies. And I understand that. So I wanted to tell you, A, I'm happy you're here. Like, I'm happy, genuinely happy you're here. I'm not a flower thrower. Like, this is probably the happiest most of them have seen me. I'm happy you're here.
It's honor. I appreciate it.
You have an NFT project that I'd be remiss to not talk about. Would you mind sharing what it is while I grab the link and put it in the chat?
Yeah, no worries. So I did Big Boy the not from Outkast, but Big Boy, the radio personality, is a big brother of mine. He gave me an idea. He basically said, do a song and then leave out 2 bars, 1 or 2 bars, and then basically like a glorified cameo, allow super fans or even DJs or other artists to come up with one of the bars. So it's kind of by a bar was the concept. So we did that. We partnered with an NFT company. I'm forgetting. Mithril Ore is the name of the company. They're not NFTs. They're also a cryptocurrency. So anyway, I partnered with them. And I built a song around that whole concept. So it's called Avatar Gangster. And then I reached out, got Cannabis on the record, and we built the record out. We ran a campaign for 2 or 3, about a month and a half. We did really great. It was cool. And so the first single that we did using this buy bar NFT concept is Avatar Gangster. We released it to Spotify and all that, and on DigiWax maybe 2 weeks ago. So for me it was trying to create another business model. What I'd like to do is every quarter do another buy a bar, and who knows what if I had Dr. Dre produce the record and I had Tupac on the hook, and then I mute out 2 of my bars and say here. And I was in a I think the idea is brilliant, and we're still working on the execution and the promotion of it. But what I was saying, Kane, was, so just imagine in the perfect world for a buy a bar for this concept. Say I had Dr. Dre produces the record, and then I get Drake to do the hook, and still I just mute out 2 of my bars, and then I can say like a cameo and say, well, Pepsi wants to do it. Pepsi and McDonald's. So, you know what I mean? Like in the big world, and winning if Kanye or Jay-Z or Beyonce steals my fucking idea, that's exactly what they'll do. And everybody will be running around talking about they're fucking brilliant. So we have a brilliant concept that I'm trying to at least brand out and succeed. We beta tested with Avatar Gangster. I don't think every song necessarily has to be about Web3 or about the internet. I just felt like the beta test and the first song should have something related to Web3. And I still wanted to make it relatable to the average, human being. And we can all relate to an asshole, a troll on the internet. We can all relate to the example I gave is, for dudes, if you're playing Call of Duty and some little asshole in Wisconsin, some little 10-year-old white kid is calling you a nigger. He's an internet, he's an avatar gangster. It's like the premise is you corny in real life, but your avatar is gangster. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't imagine what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I was just giving him the bigger idea of what the buy bar
Yeah.
and Avatar Gangster song is. And so yeah, I love the idea. I just wanted to credit everybody that was involved in helping me beta test it. And the goal is again every 3 months. Every 3 months, I think every quarter, I'd like to do another buy a bar. Uh, along with maybe just its own NFT. That's something I wanted to talk with you about, Kane and CL about. You know, is it smarter to just do a single song with a particular NFT?
Yes and no.
Things up.
Well, the main reason that for this, right? There's no way to explain this without sounding crazy or like it's a jukes, right? I can look in someone's wallet and see everything their wallet's ever done. This is a level of transparency most people aren't used to. Me, I ain't got shit to hide. So that way of living is fine for me because I'm from where Eastern Long Island is just a place where everyone knows everybody. I've known everyone since they were kids. I know who pussy. Shut up. When you talk crazy, they bring up embarrassing. Shut up, nigga. You ran when Rodney chased you. When he
Right.
chased you with a rake. Shut up. Like I'm from that. That absolute level of transparency and accountability. The only other place I found it is here. This is the only place. So having these conversations in front of people, business-wise, is insane. However, here, if you look in the chat, they're already brainstorming for you. So Fishbrain says that would be a good idea on ordinals. Ordinals are essentially a new form of Bitcoin NFTs that are small. They're cut into that thing, and I think he has actually a fully on chain, and they actually make sense. Now, someone else is saying ETH inscriptions and ETH ordinals, and Fishbrain's going to say he doesn't believe in those because people have their different maxiisms. Everybody got their own currency of choice. Every different crypto is just a different kind of money, and every money got its own fan club. Some people, they're dollars all the way, and if you can't spend American dollars, you must not want to sell it to them. Other people, they're a little bit more liberal. I'm a blockchain agnostic, so I use anything. I think for most MCs and creatives, we need to be as agnostic as possible because we can't afford to shortchange opportunities and cut ourselves off at the legs to make a statement of loyalty. I mean, I'm loyal to the people who are loyal to me. And if they're on different chains, I'm on different chains. However, I think these small buyer bars, this idea, it works well for ordinals. Also, I do believe in selling single songs, especially songs that you have that no one's ever heard before. Those songs have value. So what if I told you about Tech from Smith and Wesson over Griselda? Sound good, right?
Right.
And you never heard it before.
Right.
In fact, CL never heard it before. In fact, unless you were in the session he recorded it in, you definitely ain't heard it.
Right.
I'm gonna take that song and I'm gonna drop it in the chat because Tech did an NFT. He was in Atlanta, fucking with Griselda, had Keisha Plum on it, and that's why like Plum talked to him, but he don't know how she would feel about the NFT, so he just took her vocals off.
Right.
It's a 2-verse song. All they bought was the first verse. There's still a whole nother verse to that record that only I've heard and the artist that made the artwork heard. That sold out in about 3 days. Not tons, only sold about 70. There's only 70 to buy. Boo Man in the audience, he got his. Keck and Wesson, shouts to the Rare Pepes, but these are all cultural things. The problem with Web3 is that from the outside looking in, it's a mishigash, it's a myriad, and there's no way to get your foot in. It's very rare to find a place where you can sit down when no one's trying to either take something from you or make something off you. All I can tell you, and you can't do nothing besides check my references. This is one of those places. I'm the same person I've ever been. The only people who get what you're getting right now are people who I feel like I owe. I owe you even if you don't remember. The other nigga I owe is Mr. Fab. Mr. Fab said I have good energy and did a song with me for free. Didn't
That's
want
what's up.
nothing. Didn't ask for nothing. And I told and Tech because I stole his album Wild Times, and that's very. But I stole it. Like I stole it, Matt. Like I'll still take it. Like if I'm in someone's crib and they got it, like I'm gonna take the shining because I'm gonna look at your shoes and you lack of Timberlands. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna just take it because I need it. I need extras. I told him I'm still gonna steal it. He's cool with it. He said it's all right. So
That's beautiful.
but the point I'm
I
making
love
is
Tech.
I want y'all here. Uh, you don't know how much I want y'all here because when I talk about our culture, I don't want to be reading from a history book. I
Right.
need active things to point to say this is righteous, this is not, this is real, this is not, this is the culture. That's a cash grab. The artists that come here to profiteer die. You can make it once, you can't make it twice. It's too big of a well to burn yourself out on the first one. And PFP, the profile picture, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club version of NFTs, that culture ain't the way for us. The way for us is A to C, artist to community, small batches, limited runs. Here's the thing. Look at the audience. I didn't know that tech thing. What? Tech? What? Huh? Yeah, you didn't see it. Now, if you want one, you have to go buy one from the people who got it.
Right.
And that's how you garner because no one's heard anything like that. They've never heard. For people who don't understand, you gotta go listen to Crew Ebonic Plague. I'm sorry, I know I brought it up before. You don't understand the level of watching. That's his song now. Like that's his song now. That's his. You can't. That's just a song featuring y'all on your album. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy to do that to people.
Shouts out to
That's
Yogi in there, man. Oh man,
it's people. But that's there. Listen. It was nice of you to let them on your record. Way to go. Generosity on your part. I think.
oh
So
man, I gotta get the instrumental for that record. I gotta start rhyming. I gotta start doing that rhyme. Thanks for reminding me.
please do.
Yeah, I
Um,
gotta bring that out.
the the flaming hot part of Web3 is bullshit. The same way the flaming hot part of music is bullshit. Nothing burns that hot without gasoline and propellants and an arsonist and someone who doesn't care who gets hurt.
Right.
Nothing burns that hot that doesn't hurt somebody. Vinyl don't sell like that. We ain't Beatles, nigga. No one's beating that, trampling each other. No one's doing that for real without something being a little shady.
Right.
But there are individual representative like Ill Bill. Ill Bill's here, just making NFTs, just doing them, and his fans, the little bit that's here and the little bit he built here, just cop because he makes a thing that they can't find anywhere else. But he's kind of on an island by himself. So he plugged in the fake rare that helped him expand. Hubert's here.
Right.
They've never seen that.
Right.
Yo, they stare at it like he just invented it yesterday.
That's crazy.
When was the last time you saw turntablism on TV outside of the 50th of hip hop?
Never.
The MC aspect of the elements, it's not the line you can easily remember from the rap that was largely unrememberable.
Right.
That's not MCing. The line I had to decode is the line I appreciate because it's a diamond I dug for. They've never dug your diamonds, bro. Give them diamonds. You don't have to give them a bar at a time. Give them diamonds. I swear to God, they never seen it. Give them diamonds. Give them your diamonds. You need help, you got it. But I wanted to have this conversation with you, and I don't mind having it in front of my Web3 family. It's less of an interview, more of a come to Jesus talk. This is one of them surprise shits where it's multi-level marketing. You thought we was just kicking it, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like you to be more represented here, and I can't express to you enough that the space requires little of you than time. The only difference is the thing you would do because of how you are is the only thing that the other people won't do. Show up. Be here. Let them see you. Don't have your
That's what's up.
sunglasses on at nighttime indoors. You know what I mean? Like, metaphorically, like be
Right.
here. You can't send a representative. And for people, and you know what I'm saying? And people, they just want to send a representative. It's just a check for them. Ghostface was in a telegram and on a clubhouse, wilding out with a bunch of Pepe Frog people, and he did his NFT was in December of 2021. I think it ran off with $250,000 quietly. Quietly, no one heard about it. Ain't in the news. These people are the version of Web3 that's in that because I've told you why you're important to us. Let me tell you why
Right.
this is important to you. The version of Web3 that will be the most appealing and rewarding for you mirrors the exact part of rap you come from.
Right.
No one brags. Not I mean we brag amongst each other, but no one's like no one we ain't gonna run a press release, then who cares? Did it. Like, do you put out a fucking do you write a post every time you do a good show? You should do a good show.
Right.
Like, yeah, so here's what happened when I was in Amsterdam last time. You don't come on, you've been here before.
Right.
Everyone here's they're used to it. So it's an insulated community that everyone's super. But if I could impose, because this has been a lot of talking, if it's no, it's cool. Would you mind? Can they hear something?
Well, you need a verse, a spit, a bar.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. I'll give you a philosophical bar. No, yeah. Why is awesome good, but full of awe is awful? The future apostle coming like a perv in a brothel, hostile, balling up my bread like falafel. The thought crushed the oxy and sniffed it up a nostril. The amount of cop cars colossal. I cop the Roscoe, not chicken and waffles. Watching niggas play macho. Have it your way, Sasso, Benny Blanco. This verse just killed a blonde hoe, escaped in a Bronco. 6-inch lift kit on the monster truck passing you by. Then I skydive out the passenger side. Force ones touch earth, all 150 pounds, and leave a swoosh in the sand. I ran with a nuke in my hand. Make payday like Groundhog Day. Scramble a Fabergé egg, holding my huevos like dice clay. 7 and 7 like an ice tray. And fuck your racial identity, because death always comes in a nice gray. I'm rolling tobacco like the British. Before I finish the sentence, my accountant talking Yiddish. Raz is sick, I'm the illest. Survival of the fittest. Give you the business side of the broom like Quidditch. Bitch.
I had to come off the camera for that.
I would be remiss if I didn't fucking I wanted to
Salute the
mash
king.
in.
Thanks, bro.
That's nigga. Look at the chat. Don't look in the chat. That's your people. They speak in gobbledygook. I wrote robbery book. Monopoly copping me. I be copping property crook. And probably them coppers watching me, Big Papa be popping Willie, my ninja nigga. Hear that dinner nigga. I disturb their principles. In the hallway past class, fast hands a ticking student. Time to get with you. Mush a bitch nigga, eyes precipitating is typical. My material things was in the way of the dissing music. They pitiful. They put me on a pedestal. The poses with a poker face. Allergic to you, put me on a Benadryl. I'm better shit, this medicine. I measured it, you better heal. Sit your dog. You better drip your dream. I feel I piss y'all off. Like, boy, I punch you where your pussy at. Fuck them niggas looking at. Emmett Till. I just lost a couple head rap fans. I'm never chill. I'm about to get my rocks off like poverty's a locked door. I push keys to open it, I tumble. Get it jumping like some crippled niggas bogling. Yoda on my shoulder screaming, whip him like you Yosa with the Yoda. Fuck a co-defendant. Never missed a moment. This that old religion, omen and the omen of envelopes that do not open to October. Scary candy dairy, yeah, you better chill. Your soul is shiver. Like you fucking ride. They pop that shit until you greet them, then they sweeter than a muscadine. Tuck the musket, bust your mother skirt, your mother must have liked the live pickney. If being picky, these pickaninny idiots with itty egos, I'm illy ill. Shock them with the lightning like I'm Elohim, it's LOD, remember me. Machete Field.
Nice.
They never seen a U. They don't know what a U is. And when they see a U and understand that there's been decades of a U personally that they not up on, the urge to catch up is too much to resist. So I would like to say it's a pleasure to have you on Web3. I see there's some people in the chat who are very eager to help with whatever you need. It's
Let's
less of
build.
an interview for these interviews I do, good brother. They're not interviews about you. They interviews for the community, for who we. This is the inside. I just didn't see you out there till just now. Pardon self. I didn't see you was out because ain't nothing out there but scammers and thieves. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing from you in here. It's a free baseball game, but them niggas sell tickets. I will not allow a nigga to sell you a ticket. Please have a seat right here and let the usher know whatever you need to do to get your shit done. You heard?
I will, man. It's been an honor, and thank you, everybody, man, for even just niggas could have been clicking off. So I was I was looking at the numbers like, man, what if niggas hate me? Oh, they hate me, but no, it's a pleasure, and it's a community. I'll be back, man. I will definitely be back. We got shit we building on anyway, so I don't know when you're ready to unveil that, and we should be figuring out how we integrate that here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here
With
for rapping.
Alexandria's hard drive. So let's
Right.
get after it. Let's I do got to run up out of here, but let me know what is this every Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. After doing this, and we'll have some more guests, and I might get CL and start bringing some more people through. And sometimes we bring in platforms, and it's a different energy because they have to answer questions. It's not that's a cross examination more than it is a friendly hello.
Right.
It's a why should we fuck with you, and why should you be allowed to operate, and why don't we let bricks fly through your windows for your practices? And they have to defend against it, and that's important because if a question makes you uncomfortable, that's a problem with you, not the question.
That part.
if a if it's a hey, why should we allow? Why should we permit? And it's a hey man, it's a free country. Now you sound like a nigga from Nambla. I can't. I'm sorry. Like it's like I'm allowed to love what I want. Not here, because it's the Wild West. So Montana's not a state, but we also don't call police. So there's no rustling cattle, nigga.
Right.
So, but I'm happy that you're here. This has been a phenomenal conversation. Thank you very much for being a part of it. CL, thank you for helping to facilitate to make it happen. And again, whatever help y'all need, I'm here. The community's here. And, there's a lot of people very eager to see you make some impactful shit in this space.
Man, I appreciate y'all. And let's build before, the next Friday. We definitely got to build anyway. We got a lot of shit to do. CL also. So let's do it. And thank you, Kane, again.
DCS Crypto said, he didn't say that, but he said, shout to Alchemist for selling your beat to Jadakiss. By the way, for those of you who don't know, so when he said Jay-Z and Beyonce will take my idea and then everybody will be doing it, it's not unfounded. Y'all niggas was really
Based on a
wearing
true
paper
story.
towels on your head at your wedding. We gonna
You know,
make it. That was his
based on a
record.
true story. But it's all love.
It's a true story. Fact.
Shouts out to Alchemist. Live and let live, man. It's greater later. I'm adiosin, West up, worldwide
Peace
though.
out,
We
man.
gonna keep it that way. Peace, y'all.
My man.
One.
How great is that? So that was Razzcast. Public school. Told you we back, right? We're back to summer break's over. I have my ute. I had to get back settled. This room is still chaos, but I do got some new vinyl, which I like. Lock it in. So I got some vinyl. I got some stuff to rip cassettes. I'm gonna start making some fun things. You know, having fun. I got some enemy technology for Middleton. Middletonians, you know what that means. But anyone else is just, well, y'all know, but same as it's always been. Razors and bullets. Razors and bullets. They're within hands reach. It's in a little jar right here. Razors and bullets. I want to go back to the point I was making right before that interview, even though it's only 10 o'clock. And that was, we're back to regular public school show length, right? So what I said was, bring yours. So that was mine. Y'all saw that. Bring yours. Bring your culture. Web3 is land of the broken toys. Web3 is land of the misfit. Things don't go right. The Scott Bakula put right what once went wrong. That's what I'm here for. And every culture got one. I want to see yours. I want to see these interviews. If there's someone you want me to talk to, please bring them out. I want to hear it. And I'm not grilling your icon. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear it. And I want to know why you're so excited. That's Razcast. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm so excited. Because you can look behind me and you can see why I'm so excited. By the way, I finally got this looking a little bit more. I'll take that down. But I got this looking a little bit more tooth, right? That's the original 36 Chambers movie poster. That's Arpot Poor Mega. That's the Jay Dilla Fuck the Police vinyl. Bunch of vinyl there. De La, Dilla, Doom. The poster from my last show. This was a picture taken at one of my last shows. And, it's a lot of history here. I'm going to do more of this, the video thing, even though it makes Dragon 8 super duper happy. Standing desk. Shut what up, Nate? Standing desk. Hold on. I can also just have a seat. There we go. Boom. Yeah. That's how we do it. Good. But I like standing. Keeps the energy high. So what I'm telling you is bring your culture. If there's something I had to change it happened, Tristan, I had to change the lighting. So this is how it was for most of the interview, where there's a glare. But when I do that, now it's like movie time. Bro, you see this fucking ill cinematic shit I got going on in here now? I got mood lighting. Shouts to the people who've been rocking with public school before we had good artwork in the fucking, before we had video and interesting fucking YouTube background lighting. Yeah. It's like printing my own money. Oh man, it's good stuff, man. So, but yeah, I want to talk to the people you want to see here. If you let me just leave me to my devices, yeah, it's gonna be Razcast and fucking Tech and Ill Bill and Poor Righteous Teachers and it's gonna be leading. I'm gonna try to get everything that I listen to here, and it'll end when I onboard Brownsville Ka and fucking Rock Marciano, and it becomes a wonderful thing. Like that would be the peak de resistance, and then I could just sit back and not do nothing. Not the chat getting mood lighting. What in the uptown Guyanese fucking? I got the flag right there, girl. I'll bring my flag out now. I'll drape that shit over the camera before every show to reveal. Whoosh. Greetings. Anyway, so that's a big thing, man. So like, you got the rap for KRS-One. That's dope. That's dope. You can't. I understand. I Bro, I get it. You know who that was for me? Rock from Helter Skelter. I got to rap for Rock. That made my whole day. Props from the guys that you look up to matter. But, and I ask you this, and you don't have to hit the chat, you don't have to answer right now, but I would like y'all to think about this because it is important. What's better? Getting props from the people who have provided you with so much content, so much culture, so much wonderful art, right? Getting props from them. Or helping them. Helping to get their car onto a track with less obstacles on it. Helping them and bringing them to something that one of my best moments in Web3 was not public. It was just 4 seconds long, and it was the best thing I've done. I was on the phone with Tech, walking him through how to get crypto back into cable company money, right? And I'm like, you hit this, you hit that, give it 30 seconds, da-da-da-da-da, okay. How you been? Let's just talk while we're waiting for that transaction to process. Bitcoin takes a second. Okay. Now, let's give that a check now. You see it? Okay, flip that, boop, boop, boop. All right, so just check your bank to make sure it's there. It's there? All right, cool. I said, yo, real quick, before you go, Tech, you've been in music a long, long time. Yeah. You ever make money easier than that? Hell no. We gotta do that again. And I said, I did a good thing. Because I stole that album, and I'll steal it again. You know what I mean? I stole that fucking album, and I will steal it again. Let me get this, maybe like that. Get that wire out of my face. I'll figure out a better way to do that at some point. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so I stole that album. What can we do? And not me, not Trizlet, not Dragonate, everybody. Look to your left and look to your right. This is a small place, man. If you're here, you're in a super rare airplane. This is Token Smart. For those of you it's your first time, welcome to Token Smart. This is the place that onboarded me. This is the place that made me feel like I wasn't in the wrong place. This is the place that helped me. This is also the place that gave me culture. So when you see me shooting across the street at something, these are kind of the people that said, oh yeah, you can shoot at them. that's fine. Yeah, fuck them. I was just talking to the Pizza Dow people. I was like, yeah, but think of who Skrilla dropped me off with. Token Smart, Rizzle, Natalie, and Easy. What do you think I was going to turn out like? These are my people. So bring your culture. I would love to talk to it. I would love to help facilitate. And yeah, sometimes it's fun if we bring in a fucking protocol and we just air hole them. Just just really just let them have it. But also, and it's also fun when we dick gift people, because that's never not fun. It's never not fun to dick gift someone who bores us. But also, let's not waste the time that we have to bring in the people who are dope and talk to them and see if they can get a glimpse at what we see, if they can see what we see. I want CL to be here. I want CL to help me. I want him to let me help him build a table. Kind of like the table I got, but set up differently because it has to do a different thing. I need to build something that helps Boom Man. And I think that's important for us to do as a community. Not so much just help our friends. All of our friends are indicative of 500 other people. Every time I do something nice for DJ Boom Man, I'm helping DJs and I'm helping producers. Because it's not just a single use thing we do, right? I'm helping DJs and producers. When I help uh, people who build or do the other thing, it's helping people who do that thing. When you help Fishbrain or you help Jagar, you're helping builders and creatives. We have to help those people. But what CL does is he helps DJs, producers, and MCs. And it's a way for those guys that I really like to be here and back that truck up, and it's super important. So I appreciate any help that any of you guys can give in that respect, and if I can ever be of help to something that you're doing, this it's not like, hey, hit me in the DM. This is where we do it at. So bring whoever it is on the show. Let's talk about it. That's what this is for. This isn't, you know, yeah, sometimes we learn, sometimes we fight, sometimes I just pontificate, and other times we actually do the work. I took 2 months off, man. My legs is good. Let's do some fucking work. Public school, Token Smart, neighborhood jewelry, Middleton, Web3, my friends. Let's do some fucking work. Feels good. Let's get pumped up. Yeah, felons. Shouts to you. So let's get it going. So that was a lot of fun. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed that. I had a great time. Talked to Razkaz. CL, how do you feel, sir? That was out of nowhere. He didn't see that coming. CL forgot he on stage. Chances are he's on the phone. But I'm happy that we all got a chance to do that, and I'm happy you guys got to see it. Chat room, how did we do? Good show? Come on, hit the chat. Don't be shy. He's over there sucking on goat jerk ankles? Oh, jerk goat ankles? Sounds delicious. You know, I'm sure you meant it as an insult, but I don't care. It sounds that sounds delicious. That sounds amazing. 10 stars. Yeah, good stuff. All right, awesome show. Wait, CL's talking? I couldn't. Yeah. Oh, his mic wasn't working. Oh, I couldn't hear him. Yeah, you could hear him. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. I know how to fix it. Two one two 1212. Voice and video. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we are. All right, much better. All right, there we go. Y'all can still hear me, right? This is awkward. It's not awkward. It happens sometimes. By the way, let maybe get some Papa John's. Yeah. Mm. Speaking of which, I'm a lot quieter. You're a lot quieter, sir. How about now? Still quieter? There we go. Oh, I know what to do. Gotta do this thing. There we go. Much better. So yeah, a lot quieter. Um, please feel free to because we need to we haven't done this in a while, and hold on. We haven't done this in a little bit, and it's been weighing on me. My good friend Skrilla is out doing Pepe's in Paris, and Paris Papa John's. There's got to be a Papa John's in Paris. There are Papa John's in France. Yes, there is. There's a Papa John's in France. All right, so listen. I would like you all to please I'm gonna put this Papa John's brand. We're gonna put this in the where the fuck is France? Fuck. Asia, Latin America, Europe. There we go. And English. The website no longer exists. They closed down Papa John's in France. Those people are insufferable. Anyway, well, that's stupid. Well, fuck all that. That's okay still. Here, please feel free to hit up Skrilla and tell him that happy birthday. First of all, happy birthday to him, because none of you have said happy birthday to Skrilla. It feels like all year. So please wish my friend a happy birthday, and also let him know that you are upset that he is not able to get some Papa John's out there in Paris. If any of you find Papa John's in Paris, please tag him in it. It's important for him to have that. So his Twitter, I just dropped that in the chat. There we go. Happy Joppa Ponds. There, boom. Retweet. That's what I like. Yeah, please tag Skrilla. And if you can, wish him a happy birthday and let him know that we're doing some good Papa John's business in the name of him out here in the States. And we're going to hold down Papa John's until he returns to the land of niggas who put a pepper in the fucking box next to your pizza for some reason. But if you haven't got your fill of that, please feel free to, go check out some NFTs. I make them. It'd be nice. That's as close to a shill as you're going to get today. I have a website. It's almost done. And please, here, I have a website. It's almost done. When it's done, we'll do a whole fucking thing for it. But until then, I'm going to drop this in the chat. Feel free to, go looky-looing. I got stuff. Anywho, this has been a great episode of Public School. Thank you all for fucking stopping by. Razkaz was phenomenal. I'm happy that you guys got a chance to hear it. But more than just a rousing battle cry to, the fucking rap people, I wanted it to be... And that's another reason why I'm happy this wasn't just 70 motherfuckers here, but they're all rappers and they're all asking 1,000 fucking, hey, when you said this, did you mean? I don't do all that shit. I wanted to tell Razkaz about Web3 and show him that there's another side to this than the PFP side and how to access it and at least give him and we see boats out there. We gotta shine the lighthouse, man. It's you know what I'm saying? We gotta shine our lighthouse at the water occasionally just to make sure that there's none of us still out there. And there's some of us still out there. So yeah, thank you guys for coming, and thank you for another wonderful episode of Public School. I will see you all next week. I will figure out who the guest is between now and then. But until then, class is dismissed. That's how you know Dragon ain't slipping. Probably in the bubble bath right now. Come on, Dragon 8. We can't end the show without the bell. Wait, before you ring it, don't ring it yet. Hold on. If any of you know of any other platforms that we should how do I interview? Picking up what I'm putting down? If you know of any platforms we should interview, shoot me a DM on Twitter. Let me know what they do and why we should interview them. You know, right here in front of people. 'Cause that'd be fun too. I'm also down for that. We haven't done enough of that. I'm certainly with that. So let's interview some folks. And until then, we're gonna have a great weekend. I want you all to have a great weekend. Stay safe. You know, be fair. Wash your hair. Say hi to your sister. And until then, class is dismissed. His cues are terrible now. You see the chops on this guy?